What's good, my beautiful aliens? Welcome to Alien Tarot 8888. Today we are going to be doing the spiritual transmission for the sign of Sagittarius. First of all, I want to say thank you guys so much for liking, commenting, and subscribing to the channel. Let's get into it. Spirit, what's going on with Sagittarius energy? It's almost like Spirit is showing me this vision of, like, somebody who's like standing on one leg, right? So some of you guys could feel like you're off balance right now. And this individual is standing on their left leg. Some of you guys could feel like you have lack of support right now. But the fact that we still have one leg standing is giving me this energy of, through this process, you guys are finding your footing. You guys are finding your strength. You guys are finding what works for you and what doesn't, okay? We have gatekeeper. Access to higher planes, moving up a level, accelerating growth. So as you're doing this thing by yourself, whatever this thing is, like, you are somebody who you literally feel like you're all alone, right? Because it talks about you're depending on yourself right now. But there's something about your process. It is about self-sufficient, okay? So it is about learning how to be self-sufficient on your own. You guys are breaking a lot of like different patterns surrounding codependency, okay? But you guys are also, during this process, it's almost like you're moving through different levels, and you've been in that level of, it's like being super independent, but then being codependent, but learning how to be interdependent. But before you move to that next level, it's learning how to be self-sufficient. I hope I'm making sense here. And as you guys go through this process, you are going through a lot of accelerating growth. You are the gatekeeper. So this gives me an energy of everything that you need is within yourself. And maybe at one point in time, you guys were looking for everything that you need outside of yourself. But it's giving me a sense of coming back home to yourself. It's I'm hearing relearning yourself. You guys have been on this journey of rediscovering what the Sagittarius like. What are my dislikes? What are my wants? What are my goals? Maybe at one point in time, everything that you once knew were connected to someone or something else, but now it's like coming back home to the self. Transitioning. Big changes are coming. Being in the process, making a move. And you guys literally have this butterfly. So everything that you guys are going through, it is about big changes that are coming. It is about you guys being in the process of what's happening in your life, instead of you trying to run away from it, but learning how to embrace it. We have third eye, okay? Spiritual visions. Spiritual visionary, psychic gifts, seeing beyond the obvious. So at this time, you guys are really learning how to tap into that other side, because you guys are very much so connected to the universe, right? And the universe is within you. And if you are disconnected from yourself, how can you connect to the universe? So this gives me an energy of reconciliation with the self, okay? And I think that's so beautiful. And as you guys go through this process, it's like it's expanding your vision, the vision that you have for yourself. Your psychic gifts are opening up. You're seeing beyond the obvious. So it's just seeing beyond what's in front of you. So even though that, Spirit showed me this vision of somebody standing on one leg, it's like you still have this vision of beyond that. Like, I may be here right now, and I may be, doing this by myself because I'm learning how to be self-sufficient. But I know that this self-sufficient energy is actually preparing me for greater. It's actually expanding me. It's preparing me to know exactly what it is that I need and what it is that I want. And it is when you're by yourself that you actually discover that. We have transmutation, transforming heavy energy, change on a soul level, being enlightened. So at this time, you guys may be feeling, you know, that you're experiencing a lot of heavy emotions, that you're experiencing a lot of things that you're learning how to transmute, ultimately working for yourself. Let's clarify gatekeeper. Spirit, what's going on with Sagittarius, gatekeeper? We have heart. So we have the Three of Swords and we have the Four of Cups. It is through heartbreak. It is through disappointment. It is through all of your suffering that you are rebuilding yourself. But you are finding your light within. Because for so many times you guys have been, your light has been suffocated by darkness. Your light has been suffocated by other people and heartbreak and betrayals and disappointment. You're learning how to find that peace within yourself. You guys are learning what peace feels like within yourself. And you know what's crazy is that some of you guys, you're not used to this. You're not used to peace. You guys are used to suffering, and part of your growth right now is finding peace despite the suffering, finding peace despite the heartbreak, finding peace despite the grief, despite the disappointment. So some of you guys are in this place where you're bored, right? Because everything that you once knew, so old friends have, you know, left your life, relationships, things have definitely changed, and you guys are in this process where it's just like, I'm bored, I need to do, and Spirit is saying, no, you just need to be. You don't need to do, you just need to be. You need to find that peace within yourself. Some of you guys, you don't like to sit alone, because when you sit alone, you start to think. And, you know, sometimes you need that. Sometimes you need to just sit alone and just think and ponder and review and reflect. But it's like when you guys reflect, you feel like, oh, I don't want to go here because I might get too deep. And some of the things that you guys reflect upon, it might disturb your peace. But Spirit is saying, you know, really ask yourself, why does this thing disturb my peace? Because the answers that you seek are within, and that's why we have gatekeeper. The answers are in your suffering, but you keep looking outside yourself. The answers are in the disappointment. The answers are in the pain. The answers are there, Sagittarius, and that's what Spirit wants you guys to know. And as you allow yourself to, you know, sit in peace and to meditate, you continue to accelerate. Okay? So transitioning. Transitioning. What is this transitioning about? Oh. You guys are ready for more. You guys are ready to experience connections. You're ready for fun. You're ready to be around, you know, people that get you. But that is what you're transitioning into. You're transitioning into collaborations. You're transitioning into being around people who fill you up. You're transitioning into that energy, but you're planting the seeds right now to be able to expand and to grow. So you're doing the work right now on yourself, on your life, on your belief system, which is ultimately allowing you to really build with the right type of people. You guys have been disappointed by friends, and Spirit is asking you to go within. Where did that disappointment come from? Okay, you guys have been betrayed, but where did it come from? Grief, everything. It's like going within that suffering to find the answers, and it might be hard, but it's worth it. Okay, you're deserving of the love that you give so freely to other people. Ask yourself, in what one of those connections, whether it be friends, family, relationships, whatever it is, where have you been settling? Where have you been cutting yourself short? Where have you been neglecting yourself, neglecting your peace, okay? Because this talks about an energy of neglecting one's peace as well. So even when you are at that place where there's nobody there, you're feeling a sense of loneliness. But Spirit is saying it's in loneliness that you actually find that you're not actually lonely. And that's what peace feels like. What is transition? Ace of Wands. So you're at a place where your transition is all about planting those seeds so that you can take action on the things that made you happy. Okay, reconnecting with your inner child, reconnecting with your old dreams, the vision that you have for yourself. Okay, balancing out your emotions, giving to yourself, healing your inner child wounds. So everything is really about, you guys, again, rebuilding the foundation that you have within yourself so that you can go through this transition and remember, what does happiness feel like? Because some of you guys forgot that. You forgot what happiness feel like. Because for some of you guys, for so long, your happiness was always tied to a thing, or maybe tied to a person. Okay, maybe tied to material things. But what does true happiness feel like when it's tied to you? When there isn't anything outside yourself that makes you happy. Because that's what Spirit is saying. For some of you guys, like, you're searching for things outside yourself to make you happy. True happiness starts within. Clarify third eye. Even the music that I'm listening to, it talks about removing all negative energy and cleansing of the mind and spirit. Magician. So it's when you don't allow yourself to heal, and when you keep searching for that happiness outside yourself, and you haven't gotten to that place of peace within. You're not attracting peace because you're not at peace within. You're attracting chaos. You're attracting things that you find yourself keep trying to transmute. Okay, you keep trying to, like, make it fit for you, and it just never fits for you because sometimes it's just not for you. Because it's almost like Spirit is saying, some of the things that you guys manifest, it's like it's time to reach a new level of your manifestation. So you know what it feels like to manifest the things that are not for you. You know what it feels like to manifest suffering. You know what it feels like, you know, to have the things that you don't want, okay? To manifest negativity. You already know what that feels like, okay? But now it's time to say, go beyond. It's time for that next level in your manifestation, okay? It's time to see beyond the obvious, okay? And what I mean by CB, we have Empress energy. So you guys definitely have been maybe doing some healing surrounding the mother, healing surrounding feminine energy. You as a mother, you as a wife, just, you know, rediscovering your Empress energy within. And it's saying, see beyond, you know, the obvious. So some of you guys, the obvious is you might be healing through a heartbreak. You might be, you know, healing health issues. You might be healing grief. You might be working on healing financial issues. Whatever it is, it's saying seeing beyond the suffering. Because you guys, again, you know what the suffering looks like, right? And because you've been so engulfed in that suffering, you keep manifesting the same thing over and over and over again. And it's like Spirit is saying, see beyond the suffering. Can you see a vision beyond the suffering? And that's why we have this Empress energy. You have been sit down by Spirit, okay? And Spirit is forcing you guys to go within, to heal that feminine energy within, to heal your emotions, to allow yourself to be vulnerable again, to allow yourself to see the beauty within yourself, to take your light back. Because everything that you guys are going through, Spirit is trying to guide you towards your light. So you may feel like right now, like, you know, you don't have much going on, but Spirit is saying that's where you need to be to find your light within. Because if everything that you wanted would come to you right now, it would still be at the level that you love yourself. And if you haven't gotten to this place of really, really understanding yourself and loving yourself unconditionally, then you will find yourself again repeating these cycles, because you only see yourself from your suffering. And Spirit is wanting you guys to see yourself as this divine being. Okay? As this divine being. So this is about taking care of yourself, but on soul level. What's good for your soul, Sagittarius? What's good for your soul? And this is really about making that decision, making choices from a very balanced way. Because you guys have been making choices that was neglecting your feminine. Okay? And now your feminine energy within is saying, stop neglecting me. I'm deserving of love. Love on me. Okay? Acknowledge me. Stop running from me. Because some of you guys been running from your feminine energy because you're so used to being in your masculine, which is super independent. Sometimes masculine energy can be codependent, right? Needing something to spark them, needing something to motivate them. But feminine energy, she understands that she can sit back and allow everything that she needs can come to her. She don't have to force. So you guys have been neglecting that part of yourself, where it's like you've only been connected to one part of you. But this talks about, you know, connecting to both sides of you. So instead of you running from, because some of you guys, you've been running from your shadow work, right? You've been running from yourself. Spirit is saying it's time to face yourself. All of you. It's time to face both sides of you. Even if you feel like there were things that you could have done differently, it's time to face that. It's time to face those wounds. Okay? And it's time for you to transmute that. Because you're transmuting the heavier energies within. And you're going through this massive change on a soul level that ultimately change things in your destiny. Whereas one time you keep manifesting your suffering, because again, when you're used to suffering and that's all you know, and that's pretty much the vision that you see for yourself, because you're used to it, right? It's like, how can I see beyond this when I'm so used to this? And during your process of transmutation, it is allowing you to expand, to see a different destiny for yourself. So where if you once saw this one vision, this one thing for yourself, and now it's like, I see greater. I see greater. Okay? I see greater than me just carrying the weight of the world on my shoulders. Than me just suffering over and 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 over again. You guys are seeing greater for yourself, and I love that for you. What else is going on with Sagittarius? Okay, you are an original, so let yourself follow your own heart. Exactly. You guys have forgotten what it feels like to follow your own heart, your own happiness. And I'm not talking about following what somebody else wants you to do, but your own happiness. There are many doors that lead to the place you truly belong. So you guys, again, you're going through this big transitioning that is leading you to the place that you truly belong, because you guys kept walking through doors that you didn't belong. So it's like walking through the door hoping that you'll be the one, but you never are the one, because you're not supposed to be there. You were never supposed to walk through that door. But you kept walking through certain doors, hoping that it would finally fit. And it would never fit. Because see, you see these doors that get bigger and bigger. You kept walking through this small door, and Spirit is saying, see bigger. See bigger for yourself. See bigger for your life. See bigger for your family. See a bigger vision for your dreams. See bigger. And you guys are beginning to see bigger. You guys are understanding what true manifestation is. And just how everything is interconnected. Even the bad experiences you had, you somewhat drew them to you. whether you take accountability for that or not. When a new door opens, walk through it and begin again. This is a new start. Okay? And this is a new start, but it may not look like a new start. It may not feel like a new start, but it is a new start. It's a new start in your vision. Okay? It's a new start where you are able to see beyond. Clarify transmutation. You are the rare flower that blooms in the dark. Keep growing. You're growing in the darkness. And even though you may feel like you aren't, but you are. And what's growing is your feminine energy. So this deals with self-worth, your desires, vulnerability, compassion, love, beauty, self-love, all of that. Your darkness is allowing you to go more into, everything is unfolding as it should be, more into your feminine energy. So y'all give me 1 second so I can get some random messages. I'll be right back. Okay, so I got the cards for the random messages. So let's clarify. Everything keeps falling on the floor. Disappointment in a friend or lover. Yeah, you guys have been going through a lot of disappointment when it comes to friends, disappointment when it comes to a lover, just constant disappointment. And it was almost to the point where you guys were like, you didn't see a bigger vision for yourself. All you ever saw was, people disappointing you. Things not going in your favor. Same thing. It's giving me same thing, different day. Same thing, different day. It's the same thing. A distant friend is thinking of you. Okay, and these would be people that you guys would distance yourself from and you guys would go back to. Okay, you were distant, you would go back. And believe it or not, you guys do have some people that are thinking about you. What else is going on? We have younger men. So this could be someone who is younger than you guys. This could be someone who you felt was immature. And some of y'all do have someone who sees what you've been through and want to be there for you, right? But because you've been so torn down and disappointed and went through so much that you don't even see love when love is being shown to you, because you don't recognize that. You feel like anytime that someone tries to show you something, they have some type of motive, like they want to hurt you. Okay, you're on the road to success. So these new doors that are opening up for you is on the road to success. And this will be success, and not just in a linear way like just money. This will be peace. The ultimate success is peace. And this is where you guys are moving towards an energy of peace. Being at peace with what took place in the past. Whether it be disappointment, heartbreak, betrayals. Whether it be certain decisions that you made that you can't come back from. Okay? Whether it be decisions surrounding a loss. It's being at peace that allows you to open these new doors to success. Problems to be resolved. Okay? So it's also like, again, being at peace allows you to maneuver through any type of difficult situations. Okay? And being at peace also solves a lot of your problems. For some of you guys, the problem is you're not at peace. And you're not allowing yourself to be at peace. Someone is behaving stupidly. And some of you guys, you could have allowed yourself to go into situations where you did reckless things. Okay? Where you allow your emotions to make you behave in a way that you knew better. But it was all in the name of you were hurt. You were in pain. And sometimes you guys react from your pain because you want other people to understand it. And sometimes the words just don't come out right. It's like I'm trying to express my pain. I'm trying to express what I'm going through. And some of you guys you don't really know how to express yourself. We got recognition, rewards for merit, basket. This is all you guys really want, is to be recognized, to move out of the energy of feeling misunderstood. But it says, When a new door opens, walk through it and begin again. So recognition. So some of you guys are going to be experiencing some type of recognition. Okay. And this is something that you guys manifested. We have nest. And emotionally secure love and family is important to you guys. And maybe some of you guys, you didn't come from that. But you want that. You desire that. And maybe, you know, you were trying to build that and that didn't happen. But that's okay. Right? But it's saying like you can still have that happiness. Despite having the thing, the person that you once had a part of your life, you can still have that happiness. And maybe that's what you guys got to face, the loss. There's some type of loss that you guys aren't allowing yourself to face. So you're trying to do everything else but sit down and face that loss. Face that sadness. Face that disappointment. Face it. Okay. We have wealth. Birth or conception of a child or enterprise. So some of you guys could be surrounding a pregnancy. For some of you guys, this is surrounding children. Could have been surrounding broken home, relationships. Some of you guys, this is surrounding you still realizing that you can still have more. You're in this conception-like energy where spirit is preparing you. So it's giving me this energy of someone who's pregnant, not actually pregnant. Well, some of y'all could be pregnant because say birth or conception of a child. But some of you guys, you're pregnant with the new you. So it's almost like you're, how can I explain this? Because this is the way the spirit is giving it to me. The old you is pregnant with the new you. And the new you haven't fully birthed. And the old you is still trying to carry this baby. And the old you is still going through this pain. But as you go through this pain, this new you is growing. And that's what we have, like transmutation. The new you is growing. But you're pregnant with the new you. Meanwhile, your old self is slowly fading away. Because when you start to face your pain, when you start to face what you've been running from, the old version of you slowly starts to disappear. So, that's what I see for you guys. Hopefully you guys liked what I did this reading. Like, comment, and subscribe to the channel. See you guys in the next video.